Welcome to the Mylio Photos coffee break. My name is Angela, and today I'm joined by a really killer team. We've got Lori Rubin, she's our head of onboarding. She's going to be helping out in the chat, as well as Michael Dearworth. He is one of our top support technicians, and they are both here to answer questions. We're also pleased to have Rich Harrington, our head of product, hanging out. He's going to be around to answer questions as well, because if you haven't noticed already, we did go ahead and release the Mylio Preview late yesterday afternoon. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at installing and getting up and running with Mylio Preview. So the first thing I want to introduce you guys to, if you haven't already found it, is if you go to community.mylio.com, you're going to find this awesome article that Rich put together. And this is long. You're probably going to skim over it the first time. You're going to download the app, and then you're going to go through it a little bit more in depth on the areas that are of interest to you most. Don't feel like you have to test every single area. Go into it and look at the areas that you already live in today's Mylio and see what you think. Give us feedback. There's lots of ways to do that. So what you're going to do is that once you open up this article, go ahead and download, and then I'm going to go ahead and go over to my Finder and my downloads folder. So I'm on a Mac, so I got a DMG file. Go ahead and double click that. You're going to go ahead and get to this screen, grab that Mylio Preview application and drag it over to the application shortcut here. And then you can go to your applications folder and download or launch Mylio Preview. So from here, I'm going to go ahead and double click that. We're going to go ahead and get started, and I'm downloading it fresh so you guys can see what this looks like. When you first jump in, the highlighted option here is to download and use the sample library. I do recommend starting here, and this is what I've been doing most of my testing with. I do bring in some of my own images, but this is not for you to bring over your whole library. The Mylio Preview is purely for testing and feedback and something for you to test drive. This is not supposed to become your home base. So keep that in mind as you go through this. What we want from you is to use it, let us know what you like, let us know if something's not working, and if there's a feature that you'd like to see, let us know that as well. So from here, go ahead and click Sample Library. If you want to start with a clean library and just bring in a few of your own pictures, you can go over here and click Create New. Later on, you can see it's locked. We will have the option here to migrate your old Mylio Photos library. So I'm going to go ahead and just click Sample Library, and that's going to go ahead and launch that and automatically bring in the sample library. Now, in doing so, having those pictures in there, if later on you want to get rid of them, you're just a couple of clicks away from getting those out of your library so you can just see your own stuff. Now, one of the new features that we added that's really great is this experience level option. None of this is gated behind anything that's hard to find, but if you want just a clean interface with minimal options, you don't want a lot of clutter, go ahead and pick Quick, and that's going to give you kind of, there's more there than I say like an Apple Photos, but you know, something along those lines where it's just a really clean, simple interface. If you want to have more options to work with, Guided is probably where you're going to want to start. I think for most casual users who are coming from Mylio Photos, Guided is going to be a great place to start. If you consider yourself a power user, go ahead and jump into Expert or Everything. Go ahead and click Continue, and you can change these at any time later. It's not hard to find, and I'll show you that here in a second. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Guided, hit Continue, and you're going to get some, I'm not sure what's the word I'm looking for, little guides that are going to show you around different areas of the application. I'm not going to go through those right now. I'm going to go ahead and click Exit. And up here at the top, you can see there's a button here for Guided. Anytime I click on this, I can switch between these different levels. If I turn it off, that button will go away. And if I ever want to get back to it, I can go to the More menu down here in the left. And again, I can jump to any of these options. So let's go ahead and hang out in Guided. And this is your Mylio Preview. From here, you can explore to your heart's desire. If you do want to go ahead and remove that sample library at some point, go up here to the Help menu and just say Remove Sample Library. That'll go ahead and pull that out. And you can go ahead and add in a few folders of your own images and work with those. Now, we are asking that
even easier if they just click on the bottom left-hand corner where there's the account icon.
Account.
Yeah, we have a switcher there, and you can just switch and create a new library. It's a lot easier than having to delete files and then change your mind and bring it back. In the new Mylio, you can actually have several libraries on your system and you can bounce between them, and you can in the future you'll be able to have multiple libraries open at once. So it'll allow you to collaborate and work with other people and share libraries between multiple users. So we're really excited that that'll come towards the end of the year or start of next year, depending on how it comes. But in the near future, you'll be able to have many libraries open at once, and you can toggle them on and off. There's also a setting under the dashboard where you could just toggle them on and off as well. But that'll come more in the future. Just it's a cool thing that you don't have to keep uninstalling and downloading and reinstalling. So just switch libraries. It's much easier than deleting.
Yep, there you go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel that for the moment. Once you're in and you've had a chance to play, if you want to go ahead and give us feedback, go ahead and click this feedback button up here in the very top. That's going to take you directly to a web page that allows you to either report a problem. So if you come across a bug or something that you think is not working properly, you can report it there. Or you can add suggestions or feature requests. We also have a longer survey. So this is where you can let us know what you think. I would suggest doing this after you've had a couple of days to use and play. Go in there and take that survey. We also have a special section in the community with a bunch of different resources. So let me pop back over here to the community and show that to you. Over here on the left, there is a Learn About the 2026 Mylio Preview. Inside this area, you've got the first tab here is all tutorials and information and videos. The second tab here is a chat. This is not a direct line to support or to the team. This is for people who are testing to talk to each other, share tips, and things like that. I'll keep an eye on it, but this is not a place to be reporting problems that you want us to pay attention to. From here, go ahead and click on the Start Here. And again, there's links to the download if you need it again, an overview of what you'll find, and again, how to give us feedback. This is that same web form that I just showed you a moment ago, and a link to the survey. We've got that original webinar that we did with Dion and Rich. And then we've got some in-depth feature articles, and we're adding to those every single week, as well as to our video tutorials. So you can go ahead and take a look. Each one of these videos is marked with a timestamp so you can see how long it is. Some of them are really nice and quick. Some of them are longer and more in-depth. And we are continuing to add to these resources as we go. So if you haven't done it yet, you're welcome to go ahead and download the Mylio Preview and play and let us know what you think. Downloading the preview is 100% optional. So if you just want to come to these sessions and learn about it, that's fine. If you want to dig in and give feedback, we love that as well.